Hi everyone, it's Claire. I just wanted to come on and give some updates. It's been a little while since my last video and some things have happened, so I just wanted to talk about it. And I think when I started making these videos, I was hoping that it could be like a guide for people who wanted to move to Korea, but I think now it's more just becoming my personal journey. Because just a lot of different things have happened that are kind of specific to my situation, so I'm not really sure if I can call this giving advice to anyone, but I'll just tell you what's going on and what I'm thinking about moving forward. So in the last video, I talked about possibly going to language school and that I was interested in that. I'm not sure if I mentioned before if when I first decided I wanted to move to Korea, language school was what I really wanted to do, but I didn't think I'd be able to go for an extended period. I thought it would be like 2 weeks maybe, but I found out that there are extended programs that you can do, but I needed funding for it, so I needed to look into that after I found out about those programs. So I qualify for the GI Bill through the military, and you can go to universities and ask for them to add a program that the GI Bill will cover. At first I thought it was you went to Veterans Affairs and like talk to them and ask them if they can add a program, but you have to do it through the school. So I tried doing that with one university and there was some back and forth, and eventually I just stopped hearing from them. I think they hadn't dealt with something like that before, and there is paperwork and waiting periods and contacting people in the States when you're a university in Korea. So that was just kind of a bummer of having to go through all of that, and like I had to call the VA and ask them a ton of questions about it before I even went to the university, and then the university had questions that I couldn't answer, so I had to go back and forth, and neither of them were being very cooperative with each other. And while I think they wanted to help me, it was just a lot, and I'm just one student out of hundreds, thousands that they probably have there, and it's just a lot of work to do for one student. So I don't think me going to language school is gonna work out, which sucks because I don't know, I knew that it was gonna be a stretch about if I could make it there, but I just really wanted to, and that's like the original thing that I wanted to do in Korea. So that was just, and it was disappointing, and it was also like, I just wish someone would like tell me no, like we're not gonna do this, or even like we don't want to do this. Just like a firm no, this isn't gonna happen, and I haven't gotten that, so it's just frustrating and just like leaves lots of questions with me of like, did I do everything I could? Is there more I can be doing? Like, could I have found other ways? So yeah, it's frustrating. I wish I could get a solid answer from someone. But I'm kind of thinking that language school is not going to be an option at this point. There was something else. What was I going to say? But I'm not sure if I'm going to try and contact other universities, because actually the one that I talked to, it's a program that's run at a couple different universities, so there was really only one other school that had a different type of program from what I was looking at with other ones. But when I was talking with the GI Bill people, they said that it can take over a year for them to approve a program, even if the school is cooperating with you and them. So even if I could get the school to apply, it still could be over a year until I'd be able to go, which, I mean, I don't have any other ways that I could probably get over within the year, but it's still just frustrating to think of waiting that long. So I think right now kind of my only other option is to go back to the Korean consulate and ask them about what's going on with the H-1 visa and ask them questions about why they said my school couldn't be accepted, because that was another problem that I was having with the visa other than it being suspended for COVID. So I need to ask about that because like they have a list of rules for like you can't be doing certain things, or like you can't be getting a medical license through a school if you want to use the H-1 visa. But mine is not a medical certificate or a license or anything, and it is an accredited school. I think it's just because it's a really small school that maybe they don't have it on like a broad list of universities or something. But it is an accredited school. I'm not getting a medical license, so I think I really need to talk to them. And like, I finished one course at that school and it says on my certificate of completion that it is an accredited school. So I think I'm gonna tell them, like, this is an accredited school. I can bring in my documents if that's what you need. But yeah, from what I've been able to tell from all of their documents and everything, there isn't a reason why my school shouldn't be accepted. So I think I just need to be kind of firm about that and be asking questions about it, because if I can't go to language school, then the only way I can get over is with the H-1 visa and doing like a nannying or housekeeping job. So yeah, I really need to find out that stuff and be asking questions about it, or else I'm just not gonna be able to live in Korea, which would really suck, since I've been working for it so long and trying really hard. I think that's kind of another reason that I'm continuing this series, even though it's probably not going to be helpful to anyone, is, I don't know, I think most people in my life know that I want to move to Korea, and I just want to be able to show people that this isn't just like something I talked about, or be like, that girl is like, oh yeah, she wants to move to Korea, but she's not actually trying. Like, I am trying really, really hard, and I'm trying multiple different ways, and things just aren't working out. And like, even if I don't make it over, like, I want something that I can watch, or people in my life can watch, and I can be like, I know that I did try, and I tried really hard. And I think that's important to me, since I've been wanting this for so long. If I do have to give it up, just like knowing that I did try as hard as I could. So yeah, but even if I do figure something out with the H-1 visa and get my school approved for it, I still need to find a job here, because I don't have enough money for the down payment on an apartment. So I need to be saving money for that. And the last family that I talked to were willing to pay for my airline ticket, which would help out a lot with costs, but that doesn't mean that every family is going to. So things I need to save up money for now, if I can get the H-1 visa, are for the apartment, for a plane ticket. Even if they started issuing the H-1 visa again, I'm like almost positive that they're still doing the like facility quarantine in South Korea, and I think that's like $2,000 or like $1,500 for 14 days of quarantine, so I need money for that as well. What else? Probably I'll need to figure out something for a phone plan. When I get there, I could probably just get like a 2-week, well, if I'm gonna be quarantined, I probably need something longer, maybe like a 1-month SIM card thing with like a certain amount of hours on it. And then once I get more settled, I can like go and actually sign up and get a plan with a phone service there. So hopefully that won't be too much of a cost that I need like immediately when I get there. And I'll probably, if I get hired by a family for being a nanny or a housekeeper, I'll probably be having most meals with them, so I don't have to worry too much about having money for food immediately. I probably will be needing like an Airbnb or a hotel when I first get there, because I'll be quarantined for 2 weeks and then I need to find an apartment, and I'm hoping that won't take longer than a week. I'll definitely find an agency or like a real estate agent before I go there. So I already have someone who can show me places once I get there, and then hopefully I'm not going to be picky. If I like a place, I'm gonna take it. So hopefully finding an apartment won't take too long, but I will need somewhere to stay while I'm looking for one, and just to have all my stuff in to move to my apartment once I get one. And so yeah, I have some things that I need to save up money for. I'm still not sure what kind of job I'm going to get here. It just feels weird to get a job here, because I feel like if I get a job, then like I'm settling in a way, which I know isn't true. I'm getting a job so I can have money to move, but it just feels pretty permanent getting a job. But I'm thinking about maybe just doing DoorDash or something that's on my own time, and like I don't have to go in and ask for an interview and everything. So I'll be thinking about that. I'll probably be trying to do that pretty soon. Yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Just trying to save up money. I need to be talking with the consulate to figure things out. And hopefully I can get everything figured out with the school situation for the visa. And maybe, I think it's been almost like 3 months since I last talked to the consulate, so even if they aren't issuing the H1 visa right now, they might like have a date where they're going to start issuing it again. So if they have that, I might be able to talk to families and see if I can find another nannying job, and just being like, I need to wait until they start issuing this visa again, and just like let them know that there will be a little bit of a weird timing situation, but I think most people are kind of used to that with how the past couple months have been. Yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to talk about what's going on, because I feel like I haven't really been talking about it very much, which isn't great. I don't have a whole lot of people here that I can talk about it with, since I'm still pretty new to the area and don't really have many friends here. I do have one friend that I've been trying to talk with about it, but yeah, I want it to be more public what I'm going through, because I do feel like I've been kind of internalizing the rejections and like making it feel like it's something about me that isn't good enough, that I can't get things done, which I know isn't true. But yeah, I just want to talk about it, and I do want to keep this going. And yeah, so that's what's happening now. I'll hopefully have some updates. I might make an update if I get a job, just talk about what that's like and how I'm feeling about it. But until then, thank you for watching and for listening to me ramble. I think this is probably going to be my longest video, at least so far. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.